Hello and welcome to CIS1400. My name is Joseph Nehawk, and let's just have a look at some of the things that are going to get us started with this class. First, I'm going to point out something of the obvious. Some of you, this will be your first programming experience. This is the right place for you. This is intended to be the first programming class that you take. Some of you will have had some programming experience, perhaps on your own, perhaps at another school. Maybe this is your first official programming class and you've been doing it on your own. That's fine too. Okay. We're going to be using the textbook very heavily for this class, so most of your assignments will come directly from the textbook and may have some minor edits to assignments as well. They'll all be in the instructions for every module, which brings me to the modules. Instead of week by week, we'll be doing module by module. Every module, which you see in Blackboard, is going to pretty much just cover a single chapter out of the book. And then each module you'll find a checklist and a description of what you're intended to be learning and working on for that module. Follow through the checklist. It will tell you everything that you need. That'll be in the module, and that way you don't miss any assignments. Okay. This is a 12-week class, and most of the assignments you'll have more than a week before the assignment is due. I know it's all online and everybody has perhaps a pretty hectic schedule, so you have plenty of time to do the assignments. I won't accept any late assignments this semester, specifically at the end of the semester when it's crunch time. There won't be any time at all. So after the final date, I'll be telling all the grades and turning them in. So don't expect me to change your grade when that time has already happened, because I've probably already turned them in. Okay, but lots of time before then, right? And let's get moving a little. So a little bit about me. There's a picture of me. You can see me down in the corner as well. My last name is Nehawk. It's pronounced Nehawk. The T is silent. All right, got a little picture there for you. I've been teaching at COD for almost 4 years now, and I've been primarily building websites as a programmer. That's kind of my thing, but I'm fully capable to teach you what you need in this class. I've also been married for 17 years now. I have 2 kids. I am a United States Marine, as some of you may have seen from the picture behind me. I participated in the Battle of Nasiriyah, Iraq in 2003, just before I was married. Something I'm very proud of is I am part of a barbecue team called Code Up Barbecue. We are an award-winning barbecue team. There's a picture of myself and my brother-in-law holding a couple of trophies we won last year for ribs and for that delicious side dish you see there as well. Follow us on YouTube. Right, so Blackboard is going to be your friend this semester. Everything is going to be, if it doesn't exist on Blackboard, it's going to be linked from Blackboard. So these slides are Google Slides. I will be providing the slides that accompany the textbook, and I will also be doing some slides on my own. I like to use Google Slides for my own slides. In the event that there's a typo or I need to change any information in there, I can change it in Google Slides and it instantly gets pushed to all of you. So that's why I like to use Google Slides. But all the information will be on Blackboard. If there are any changes to things, I'll make an announcement on Blackboard to let you know. There won't be any surprises. Right? There's nothing in this class that's intended to be a surprise and catch you off guard. It'll all be there. Okay? So keep an eye on things regularly. Look at announcements. Read the syllabus. All right, it's important. Everything is in Blackboard, but read the syllabus. The weekly workload, which I may change to the module workload or something. because it's not necessarily one a week this semester. And the discussion board. We'll be having some discussion boards, in particular the first week, so I can get to know you, you can get to know each other a little bit. I know we're online. I want to try and take a little bit of an active role in the class if possible. So the first discussion board is, as you'll see, goes down that road. Every weekly workload, every module, you'll see you have a checklist, a description of what that module covers, and some expectations of what you'll get out of that module in the class. There'll also be links to any and all presentations that go to that module, links to all the materials that you need, links to any examples that I have for that module, and all the assignments for that module. And all the due dates for the assignments will be on the assignment itself. Generally, I plan on having them all be Saturdays at midnight. And some of the smaller assignments will be Wednesdays at midnight. Okay, so keep those 2 dates in mind. Modules will generally be in 2 weeks out, so if you'll get a module every week, but the module's due dates will be the following week. And there'll be a few weeks where you get 2 modules at the same time. You'll have to just figure out your own schedule and how you're going to do those, because they will have the same due dates and everything. But again, there'll be 2 weeks to do all the assignments. So a couple of times you'll have to figure out your schedule, because there'll be a little bit of extra work, but again, it's a 2-week schedule for that. Okay. The book. There's a picture of the book. Starting out with Programming, Logic, and Design. It's a Gaddis book. It's the 5th edition. There's the ISBN 13 in there. You will need the book. I know there are places you can get free copies online. That's cool too, as long as you have the book. You'll need the book. You need the 5th edition, because when I give you an assignment out of the book, I don't know if there's any changes from the 4th edition to the 5th edition. And if you do the wrong assignment because you have the wrong edition, you're going to get a 0 for turning in the wrong assignment. And that's, you got to get the right book. Okay? It's just not negotiable. Got to have the right one. Moving on. Raptor. Raptor's a school program where you can build flowcharts of your potential programs that you're making. You can watch through the flowchart as it runs. You can see all the things that you have programmed in there and have them run. It opens up 2 windows right here in my little example. The flowchart on the one side and the output of the flowchart on the other side. We'll be using this a lot throughout the semester. You go to this website right here, raptor.martincarlisle.com. Don't mind the website. It looks like it was made in 1994. Maybe it was. I don't know. He makes Raptor. He doesn't make websites. Raptor's cool. All right. Get that. You'll need it for the first assignment. You'll need it so you need it this week. Okay. Get that. Current stable version is the 2019 version. That's the one that I'm using, and I've already gotten started with it. So if in the middle of the semester he puts out an update for 2020, don't get the update, just use the same one, the 2019 version, okay? Moving on to Thonny. Thonny is a Python IDE, and in Chapter 1 you'll learn what an IDE is for beginners. That's us this semester, okay? Well, that's you. It's very much similar to Raptor, except instead of flowcharts, you'll be typing in actual Python code. Python's the language that COD has chosen for CIS1400, so everybody's going to be doing Python, has been for a few years now. They made that switch. They used to let everybody teach whatever language they were most comfortable with. Now it's all Python. And better for it too, because of the way Python works. It's a good first language to learn. But we'll be using Thonny because it has these tools that unlock as we progress, so we can get a little bit more advanced as the class goes on, but we also can start simple for week 1. We don't need variables and things that you see in here. We won't be using all of those in week 1. We'll be using it out of the box. and out of the box, it is just right for week one. So you'll need this again for the week one assignment. You'll have to download and install Thonny. You'll get it from Thonny.org. Thonny does include Python in the program, so you're not required to also download and install Python. When I installed Thonny, I already had Python on my computer, so I was not able to test to be absolutely sure that you don't need Python, but the Thonny website does say that it already has what Python included in it, so you should not have to install both of them. If you do have to install both of them, here is Python version 3.8.5. Here's a link to it, python.org, downloads. There's also a couple of helpful links that I put in here as well. Learn X and Y Minutes is a nice website for learning languages and things very quickly. It has a breakdown of all these things. So I have a page for Python, there's to it right there. W3 Schools is a nice alternative website for learning a lot of web-based languages, and that they also have pages for Python. And if you're looking for supplemental materials outside the book or outside of me, W3 Schools is a good place to look for that. Okay, and here is a cool Python class. My class doesn't look like that because I don't know how to handle 8-foot-long pythons. That's why my class doesn't look like that. Okay, that is the last slide that I have there. So read chapter 1, download and have a look at the slides for chapter 1. It's all the same content. Those slides are the slides that accompany the book. So if you're looking for, I know some of you are probably not going to want to read the book, just have a look at the slides. Jump into, there's a quiz for this chapter, and the lab is to download and install Raptor, get a Hello World program running. I'm going to do an example of it. Download and install Thonny. Again, get a Hello World program running, and again, I'm going to do an example of that. So you just need to copy my examples and turn in a screen grab of what you've done so that I can see you have these programs and you have them running and you are capable of doing future assignments. Okay. And that is it for the intro here. Keep watching and reading, keep checking Blackboard, and I'll see you guys later.